Take a look at a map. See that thin blue line separating Africa from the Arabian Peninsula? That's the Red Sea. It might look small, but this narrow stretch of water carries an immense weight, the weight of global commerce. In recent years, this vital artery has become a flashpoint, a place of tension and conflict, making it arguably the most dangerous waterway in the world. Today, we read diving deep into why this ancient sea is now at the center of a modern global crisis. To understand the Red Sea's importance, you have to understand its geography. It's a natural superhighway connecting the Mediterranean Sea to the Indian Ocean thanks to one of the greatest engineering marvels of all time, the Suez Canal at its northern end and the narrow Strait of Bab el-Mandeb at its southern end. This route is the shortest maritime link between Europe and Asia. Think about it. A container ship traveling from a factory in China to a port in the Netherlands can save thousands of miles and weeks of travel time by cutting through the Red Sea. Instead of circumnavigating the entire continent of Africa, they slice right through the middle. This efficiency isn't just a convenience. It's the engine of our modern economy. How much traffic are we talking about? Roughly 12% of all global trade passes through the Red Sea every year. That includes everything from the sneakers on your feet and the phone in your pocket to the cars we drive and the furniture in our homes. But it's not just consumer goods. The Red Sea is also a critical channel for energy. Millions of barrels of oil and liquefied natural gas travel this route daily, powering industries and heating homes across Europe and beyond. When this flow is smooth, the global economy hums along. But when it's disrupted, the consequences are immediate and severe. Any delay, any closure, any threat in this region sends shockwaves across the entire planet. Shipping costs skyrocket, energy prices surge, and supply chains grind to a halt. Suddenly, that small body of water on the map becomes a very big problem for everyone. So what's making this crucial waterway so dangerous? The answer lies in a complex web of regional tensions, geopolitical rivalries, and the constant presence of military firepower. The Red Sea is bordered by several countries facing internal instability and conflict. From Yemen on its eastern shore to Sudan and Eritrea on its western coast, the region is a mosaic of political fragility. For years, the devastating civil war in Yemen has spilled into the maritime domain. Houthi rebels, controlling a significant portion of Yemen's Red Sea coastline, have developed sophisticated anti-ship capabilities. They have used drones, mines, and missiles to target vessels they claim are linked to their adversaries. These attacks aren't just random acts of piracy. They are calculated moves in a much larger geopolitical chess game. This brings us to the role of major powers. The Red Sea has become an arena for proxy competition. Regional giants like Saudi Arabia and Iran have long been vying for influence, backing different sides in local conflicts. Their rivalry has turned the waters of the Red Sea into a strategic battleground. When Houthi forces attack a ship, it's often seen as an extension of this broader struggle for dominance. But it doesn't stop there. Global powers have also staked their claim. The United States, China, France, and other nations have established military bases in the vicinity, particularly in Djibouti, which sits right at the mouth of the Bab el-Mandeb Strait. They are there to protect their commercial interests, combat piracy, and project power. However, this concentration of foreign naval forces in such a confined space creates a hair-trigger environment. A miscalculation, an accidental encounter, or a deliberate provocation could easily escalate into a major international incident. The Red Sea is no longer just a commercial channel. It's a militarized zone where the slightest disturbance can have explosive consequences. Imagine a crowded highway where every driver is armed and suspicious of the others. That's the Red Sea today. The implications of this escalating crisis extend far beyond the region. Let's talk about what happens when the Red Sea route becomes too risky. Shipping companies are faced with a difficult choice: brave the danger or take the long way around. Many are now choosing the latter, rerouting their fleets around the Cape of Good Hope at the southern tip of Africa. This adds an average of 10 to 14 days to the journey. That extra time isn't free. It means burning more fuel, paying crews for longer, and delaying deliveries. These costs are inevitably passed down the supply chain. The price of fuel goes up for everyone. The cost of goods in your local store increases. Inflation, a problem many countries are already struggling with, gets another unwelcome push. For certain industries, the disruption is even more acute. Europe, for example, is heavily reliant on the Suez Canal route for its imports of manufactured goods from Asia and for its energy supplies. Delays can lead to factory shutdowns if critical components don't arrive on time. Energy security becomes a major concern as tankers of oil and natural gas are forced to take longer, more expensive routes. This creates a ripple effect throughout the global financial system. Insurance premiums for shipping in the Red Sea have skyrocketed. Investors become nervous, and markets can become volatile. What we're seeing is the fragility of our interconnected world laid bare. A conflict in one corner of the globe can directly impact the price of groceries in another. The stability of the Red Sea isn't just a matter of maritime security. It's a cornerstone of global economic stability. The current crisis is a stark reminder that our supply chains are only as strong as their weakest link. So, why should you care about a narrow sea thousands of miles away? Because the Red Sea is a perfect example of a geopolitical choke point, a strategic location that is so critical to the flow of trade and resources that any instability there can fracture the entire global system. It's not just about warships and missiles. It's about the silent, invisible network that brings food to our tables, powers our cities, and fuels our economies. The tension in the Red Sea is a symptom of a wider trend, a world that is becoming more fragmented and contested. The era of smooth, undisputed globalization is facing serious challenges. Understanding these choke points, from the Strait of Hormuz to the South China Sea and the Red Sea, is essential to understanding where power lies in the 21st century and how fragile our interconnected world truly is. The fate of this ancient waterway will, in many ways, shape our shared future. Thank you for watching. If you found this exploration of the Red Sea's importance insightful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the forces shaping our world. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next video.